Okay, this is Aaron again with Exalted Lamb 1, and I've been wanting to put this out for like a week almost now, but maybe you can tell I've been under the weather. Well, that's a nice way of saying it. I've been, well, put it this way, the thing I've had for the last 7 days, the Lord told me it was made in a lab, just out of nowhere. It's like, it's made in a lab, and I'm like, okay, cool, thanks. Yeah, so this is the first time I can really talk in, like I said, about 7 days now. I think this is like the seventh day or something. And for a little while, for a few days, I didn't have didn't have a voice really at all. Or I'd be just coughing so much, it's ridiculous. And then I've just battling through the last couple of days conjunctivitis, which is part of it as well, which, man, just like can't see hardly. Eyes are sealed and stuff in the morning, and yeah, just this horrible stuff I've never even had my whole life, basically, or anything quite like it at all. And I was doing so well, and I was sleeping well and everything, and now it's just been just kind of hell on earth. So anyway, moving on. So I just want to let you know that's why I've been delayed, and some of my Telegram people have been telling them that this was coming, and I wanted to get it out a lot sooner than this. But even right now, I can hear my voice in my head because 65% of my hearing is gone right now, because there's something, this thing that's in my eyes and in my head, and I can actually somewhat see now. And it's just, it's like I'm I'm like talking outside of myself or something. It's weird. So it's very uncomfortable, but I want to get this out there because there's some amazing stuff. It's just incredible stuff I had to share. I think you're going to be blown away. Absolutely. Several things. So, and it looks like December might totally be it. So again, we'll see here when this starts. So let's move on here. We'll get right into it. Boom. Okay. So I want to cover this again. Again, the rule of Kalel states, the Kabbalistic rule of Kalel states that one digit can be added to or subtracted from the gematria value of a word without affecting its value. This seems to modern ears to be a cheat. However, the Kabbalists explain the rule by pointing out that for them, one was not a number. The monad symbolized the divinity and could come and go as he pleased, adding nothing and taking nothing away. Oh, by the way, I want to apologize for sniffling, snorting, spitting, coughing. Maybe if I have to, I might have to pause the video for a second if I have to cough or something. Especially snorting and stuff, because I'm so congested and stuff too. I've been doing everything you can imagine. Yeah, and I've been taking all kinds of crazy supplements and vitamins and things and really good stuff, even before this. So maybe it would be worse, or maybe I'd be dead if not for that. I don't know. But anyway, so as I've said before as well, so when, I'm saying this ahead of time, so if I take a one away or something or whatever, and then also 4 is hiding 2 and 2, because 4 is 2 plus 2. 6 is hiding 2, 2, and 2. It has to do with the year. Either 22 has to do with 22 out of 2022, or 222 has to do with 2022, of course. Then also 0 is hiding O, and then O is the 15th letter of the alphabet. 1 plus 5 is 6, so 0 is hiding 6 or 15 sometimes, but usually it's 6. Okay, so for example, I was watching, if you ever watched Lego Masters on Fox, which by the way, Fox is FOX, which is 6, 6, 6, F is 6, O is 15, 1 plus 5 is 6, and then X is 24, 2 plus 4 is 6, so Fox is 6, 6, 6. And then Lego Masters, they show coming in on this, and you see the lit up bottom of the bricks. Like if you know about Legos, you got the main big brick that's like 2 by 8, right? And then you see that underneath it, there's these circular kind of supports for it, and there's three zeros or 3 O's. There's 3 O's basically, and that's 666. They literally show that in red as well. It's in red, and it's on Fox, and it's OOO, which is 666. And I could do a whole thing on that show and how it's all predictably programming stuff, and they always blow stuff up. The God of destruction and then all this stuff there's so much about the 5th day and all that. It's just insane. Anyway, not to mention the word Lego. I mean, it's in everything. It's kind of, it's kind of frustrating. And I watch that with my kids because they like it, but then on the other hand, it's like I see all the predictive programming and everything. And we do Legos together. We've, put all kinds of cool things together, and do stuff together like that. And that's a way we kind of, do stuff together. So it's pretty fun. But then we try to make make it sort of fun, but, also showing them things on the show about how they do things. And a lot of it's staged. It's really crazy. I mean, I've proven it every single time. There's even, if you're not familiar with the show, sorry, but every time there's the countdown, they have a certain amount of time you can do this particular Lego projects. There's a countdown, and it lists, for a while they were doing 11 a lot because it's 11 months and how many days into the year. Now I know that's December, but they were doing 9 quite a bit, and that's the typical 9/5, 9/23. They were pausing at some version of 9/23, the clock. I mean, stuff all the time. Anyway, moving on here. So, and I want to also cover predictive programming because basically, if you're not aware of it, every single thing that you watch on TV, if it's designed for the masses, I mean, there's a few things out there that are specific, maybe very low quality budgeted stuff, that you might, low budgeted stuff, I should say, not low quality, but low budgeted stuff, that might not be for the masses. But if it's for the masses, TV, movies, commercials, music videos, all this kind of stuff, all the media basically, it is predictive programming. It's designed to move the whole culture in a particular direction, ultimately to one world government, one world religion, one world evil dictator, and by these families that basically run the world. Okay, that's it. So predictive programming, this is my definition, comprised of a number of things I've learned over the years, and I think it's the best description of predictive programming. It's a subtle form of psychological conditioning woven into the fabric of all mass media, designed to subconsciously program and or consciously acquaint the public with pre-planned societal changes, ideas, or events. These changes, ideas, or events eventually become reality, largely because the public over time has already become programmed and or familiarized with them, accepting them as natural progressions, thus eliminating virtually all possible public resistance, commotion, or investigation. And that's exactly how they do it. I mean, it becomes a self-fulfilling mass prophecy for people to watch things and go, oh, that's coming. Like, if anybody, like, for example, if I were to say World War III, how many of you would not think of nukes? Very few of you, because that's how you've been programmed. So if I say World War III, you immediately think nukes, and you immediately go, okay, that's going to be nukes. Well, why? Why would it be something? Why would it not be something else? It's because that's what's been programmed. There's a number of things you could do that with, like aliens and, zombies that are coming and all this kind of stuff. It's all been programmed in your mind by what you've watched and or consumed, listened to music and stuff too. So just keep that in mind. Okay, that's what I'm showing in my videos, improving. And also, when I say here, this is on my Telegram channel, but having Zoltan Lambo, I'm my channel on both YouTube and also on Telegram. I'm having no part in the worthless deeds of darkness, but instead exposing them. Ephesians 5:11. Okay, that's how it is. If you don't like that, if you don't understand that, that's on you. Okay, and by the way, this is my house. This is my area. If you don't like that, or if you have some negative thing to say about that, you don't agree with whatever it is, and usually they don't just say, I don't agree. They say, you're an idiot or whatever it might be. That's a nice way of saying what I've been said, things I've been told and called and things. Then you're deleted in a second. So don't even waste your time. Okay, don't even waste your time. And I've never prophesied one thing ever. Never said that there would be a date or anything like that. I'm always speculating what could happen. I don't know the future. Okay, that's it. The Lord gives me breadcrumbs on the trail, and that's it. And best I can do is speculate. And yeah, things are going to be wrong, but I've also been right about a lot of things. I've said a lot of things ahead of time that have happened, and specifically symbolic things that have happened on exact days. Like there's a Trumple day, there's a Stinky BO day, the 44th Prez. All right, hold on a second. I got to do. See, I'm so sick that I forgot to put my phone in airplane mode. I have a Note 10 Plus, one of the last notes out there, as far as probably one of the latest and last notes out there that actually had addable storage and all kinds of stuff. And anyway, and it's a bigger phone, but I have to do everything on this thing. So, and it's a phone, so I'm connected to things and all that, so it's fun. Anyway, so Yeah, so I have to put airplane mode on so I wouldn't get any more notifications. So sorry about that. Who sent me that? Anyway, so yeah, I'm not part of these. I'm exposing these things. If you don't like that, then I'm sorry, but get a clue because I'm warning people. That's what a watchman's supposed to do. If you don't know anything about that, Ezekiel 33, read that, the whole chapter, everything. You'll understand that we are required. If we see bad things coming, we're required to, spiritually, we're required to warn people. Otherwise, that blood is in our hands. Okay, and if you're sorry if you don't get that, you're not getting it. Sorry. Okay, so this is crazy. I could not believe what the Lord was showing me one day. It's been about 2 weeks ago now. He had it in my mind. I was thinking of Ukraine. And I was actually thinking about Zelensky's death because he showed me, months and months ago that he would be, one of the first things that would happen would be his demise, because he's been built up as a superhero against Russia. They're the villain of the hour, right? Okay, and he's been built up as this whatever he really is. He's not good. He's an actor. He literally played the president of Ukraine before he was the president of Ukraine, and he's a comedian. And there's been all kinds of stuff if you know anything about that. But anyway, Zelensky in Ukrainian means green, actually. And then it just happens to be that Ukrainian flag, or the kind of the colors you see are your yellow and blue. Yellow and blue make green, and that means go for the first day. It means go for the process. But what the Lord was showing me was about, I was thinking Ukraine. He was leading me to understand this. I'm like, well, Ukraine. And then the first thing I thought was Ukraine, nuke rain. Think about Ukraine, Ukraine. And then within Ukraine is nuke ray. Okay, nuke N.u.k.e. and then ray. I shouldn't say N.u.k.e. like that. Okay, I'm not going to say anymore. N.u.k.e. and within the N.u.k.e. is ray. Okay, and then I'm going, okay, wait a minute. So I look up this word ray, and I see some different things, but I literally look up Ukraine and I look up ray, and I couldn't believe what I saw. So anyway, you literally have ray inside of N.u.k.e. Okay, this is an anagram of N.u.k.e. and R.A.I. because what they're going to do, they're going to nucles, also say nuxels, raisels. Okay, this is really crazy because Ray is really a town, a city in Ukraine, if you can believe it. Okay, and what I'm going to show you is it's going to be on December 9th. So I'm saying that and listen, this is my best guess. Okay, we'll see what happens, but what I've been seeing and everything, it's just crazy. And then there's a lot of things in the past I've seen that kind of make sense about this and what it was really telling me and things. And then I'm going to show you a number of things that are in media and things that actually support this, that are hidden, but in plain sight, all over the place. Excuse me. Yeah, it's crazy. So moving on here. Ukraine also is 474. What's 474? I've shown this many, many times. 474 is Barack Obama. Again, the 44th Prez, Stinky B.O., is lightning from heaven. Lightning from heaven in the original Aramaic Hebrew. Lightning from heaven is the name of the 44th Prez. Former 44th Prez, who's basically, and I said he would come back because he's behind Biden, creepy Uncle Joe Biden time. Creepy Uncle Joe Biden time. Okay, he's behind that. In fact, he admitted that on the Colbert show where he said that he was, he'd be happy. He said, I'd be happy just to, sit in my sweats and have a little, thing in the ear of the candidate, and I could just speak into the, little thing in his ear and tell him what to say. I'd be happy to do that, something like that. I mean, I was just like, wow, he actually admitted that. And that was before Biden time officially became president. And I already told you he would come back, and then he's going to come back in the biggest way. People think it's going to be political and all that. No. We're going to have chaos and everything, and out of that, he's going to be this false, shiny dude. He's going to take it in the head. And then he's going to probably be killed in Hawaii, where he's from, Honolulu, and then he's going to come back to life a few days later. Will really come to back to the world, as far as presented to the world, about a week later, 7 days. And then he's going to look like he's some kind of different person. He's going to look kind of lit up, and he's going to look kind of godlike, unfortunately, a little bit. It's crazy. And people are going to be duped. It's going to be part of the great deception, the Bible says. And then he's going to be the mediator between the gods and man, or the aliens, the false aliens. And that's what he is. He's kind of an alien because he's a clone, and they'll be clones as well, with demons possessing them and everything. So this is my timeline right here. As you can see, I'm basically going to be covering on this video more this time right here. I'm going to do the lightning bolts, lightning from heaven, Barack Obama right here, covering more of this time frame for the first day. And then as it gets smaller here, I'm going to cover this a little bit. Not too much on this one and this one, the last one. But these are each 2-day attack days, and I call them, each is a day, but they're actually 2 days. Okay, so first day, attack day, second, or this is a fourth and fifth day. 1 plus 3 is 4. 1 plus 4 is 5. Fourth and fifth day, attack day. 7th and 8th, that's Stinky BO demise and Trumple's demise on the 17th. And then we have the tsunami days of 20th and 21st. And then we have the last days of nukes hitting 23 cities in the United States. Boom. And Babylon, USA is gone. Boom. Oh, by the way, if you want to see the whole timeline of events, I'm not going to get into that on this video, and I have it in several videos, but it's going to be pinned to the top of comments on this video. So go into comments, pinned to the top of comments. You'll see the whole list from day 1 to day last. Excuse me. Okay, so, and this was so crazy. I'm looking at this idea of a nukes and Ukraines, right? And I see this I'm just looking this up, and how a Russian tactical nuke on Ukraine will destroy Europe. It says will like it's prophesying it. And this is only a couple of weeks before I was looking at this. I'm like, what? And then look at this. Literally, the Lord showed me this thing about Ray. Remember? Okay, Ray. And then Ray is within the nukes, N.u.k.e, right? On either side of it, right? Bits and pieces on either side, right? And then look at this. Look at where this is. And look where Ray is. This is where Ray roughly is. Look how close that is. And their whole point in this article, or this video and article and stuff, is that this will be so close to this part of Europe that it's going to make it, it's going to mess it all up. And they're going to be used as control and all kinds of stuff. But I'm like, wow, and then there's so much in this. Okay, so this is what the headline said: how a Russian tactical nukes on Ukraine will destroy Europe. 291. What is that? That's 1, 2, 12, 9. 9 in the middle of 12 backwards. That's not a coincidence. So we got reverse full reduction, and then what's full reduction? Full reduction, which is opposite of that, is 222. Look, again, backwards is 12, 9. 9 in the middle of 12 backwards, and 222. Remember all the years I've had 6 and 4 and even 1 and 1 and 2, 2 and whatever, but it's all been 222 or 22. This is spelling out exact day. How Russian tactical destroy Europe. And then it's literally showing the exact day backwards. 1, 2, 9 in the middle, 12, 9, 2, 2. 2. Oh, man. Okay, we're going to keep my throat here. Okay, this is crazy. And then look, the phrase Ray is nukes is 666. Yeah, and there's so much more in gematria. Again, I could show so much in these things, in this video, so much more things that blow your mind, but I have to keep it down to, I'm trying to keep it not too big, not too large, so people can share this and stuff. So, and then look, what is said right here. Let me go back. Oop. Oh, man, what the heck? Okay. Where it says this, tactical nukes, right? Now look at this. This is how it's broken down. You have English Sumerian and reverse English Sumerian. So right here we have 12 right here, 12, 12. These add up to 9, 9, 9 is right there. And then we have 2 right there. And we have 4. And 4 is hiding, like I showed you earlier, 2 and 2. 12, 9, 2, 2, 2. Is that a coinkydink? No. Because that headline exactly spelled out 12, 9, 2, 2, 2. I mean, please. Okay. Here's an article back in October 12th, which is Decem. Not a lot of you may not know that December is really Decem, which is 10th month to the elite, not really the 12th month. This article come out. What are tactical nuclear weapons and how might Putin use them? And they're all hinting, again, predictive programming. You're being programmed to October's really Decem, which is 10, December. Or, look at this backwards. Decem 10. Remember, it's one day, 9th and 10th of one day. So it's backwards. It's the 10th of December, 10th of December 2022. But this is in October. See, that's how they do this. Here's another one. What are tactical nuclear weapons in international, okay? And like this is September 28th. What's September? 9. Okay, and then what's 2 plus 8 is 10, and then we have 2022. So we have literally the 9th of December to the elites. December is 10, 2022. So again, we have 12, in a sense, 12-9. Remember, I just showed you 12-9 because that's what we're looking at. 12-9 or 12-10 being the same day. First day. Okay, what are tacticals? Okay, right here, there's another one. October 9th, okay? 10-9 or Decem 9, 2022. Decem is just December 9th. Okay, I'm showing you this. They're all over the place. And they keep showing these kind of things. These are all over and everything. I mean, literally every article you look at is all predictively programming you on something. Ultimately, to these things that are coming. Okay, that's how it works. And then look, tactical also happens to be 12, 9, 22, 2022 backwards in a sense. So 1 plus 4 plus 7 is 12. Then we have 9 right here. Remember, I said 6 is hiding 2 plus 2 plus 2. There it is right there. Boom. Okay, I'm telling you, something's coming. Okay, it's either that day or it's a crazy numerical equivalent to that. For example, like I thought that I'll show you here in a second. Actually, we'll wait. And then when I looked up their website of the exact town, of course it's in Ukraine and it's got an old version of a web page and all that kind of stuff. It's crazy. Village of Ray or Ray that way. Commemorative historical information page. So they say Ray Raj, or which is Ray, meaning paradise. Remember, Sticky BO had a book he brought out in 2020, and it was November, and it said actually in the promised land or something like that. He's talking about paradise. It's so crazy. Anyway, there's so much to this. And then Ray, Ukraine is 163. Who's 163? I've shown this many, many times as well. This dude, Stinky BO, it's all about him. He is Ray. He is the ray of light because he is the sun god. But even more than that, he's the god of destruction. And the ray is coming from something like, I'll show you what it's coming from. But also Ray also means, if you look, the Ray family is one of the richest in Kenya with interests in agriculture, timber, cement, okay. Remember where Sticky BO was said to have come from? Or his father was born and he was Kenyan, remember? Is that a coincidence? I don't think so. And then what does Ray mean? King? Yeah, Ray means king. And so that's another version of him being the ray of light or the king. Like I showed in one of my previous videos, Wakanda forever. And Wakanda is really an Indian, a Native American name, which means God. God forever, or that God, Stinky BO, that God forever. Okay, and then in the second movie, a Black Panther is called Wakanda Forever, and it's got a female as the Black Panther. The first one was a male, then it's a female. So you got Artemis and Apollo, the female and the male twins. What Stinky BO is, he's actually both. He's a Baphomet. He's male and female. He's a clone of male and female. But he's, more on the male as far as what we see. But I've shown by his body type and things about his different parts of him that he's male and female. That's very clear. Okay, so this is crazy. I looked up this article from the town of Ray. It said, "No to war. Ray supports Ukraine's independence." And then this jackwagon right here, he's the Maronite patriarch, warns. He says, Lebanon can no longer remain stateless in chaos, collapse, and confusion. See, this is so strange because this guy is from Ray, and he's talking about Lebanon and the aftermath of that nukes in Lebanon. And then look at the date here. We have 6 of March 2022. Now, March is either the third month of the Gregorian or the first month on the Roman, is what the elites go by. So remember, December was the 10th month to the elites. That's on the Roman calendar. And so they do either way. So in this situation, it's 6/1, first month of the Roman calendar, 2/22, or 2. Now flip this upside down and backwards, and we literally have 9th of backwards December 22. And that's what I said when this was all coordinated for tactical nukes and tactical and all these different things I've said so far for 9th of December 22. And that's what that is upside down and backwards. It just happens to be that? I don't think so. Okay, and then again, he says this because he's referring to something else. Now, first of all, let me say this also. Not only there's 9, 12, 22, no to war right here is 9, 12, 1 and 2, and then 1 and 3 is 4. Remember, what's 4 is hiding? 2 and 2. So 9, 12, 3 and 1, and get rid of the 0 here. 3 and 1 is 4, and 4 is hiding 2 and 2. Or you can do this way, 12, 9, and then 3 and 1 is 4. 4 is hiding 2 and 2. It's not a coincidence here. And then this whole thing is no to war. Ray supports Ukraine's independence. Right there, this whole thing, right? Remember what I showed you earlier? 474 is Ukraine. And what's 474 also, like I showed you earlier? Ukraine, and it's also Stinky B.O., Barack Obama, because it's all about him. Okay, and then again, he says this, again, I'm going to say it again, Lebanon can no longer remain stateless in chaos, collapse, and confusion. So they're likening themselves to Lebanon secretly, which, why would he be talking about that? Because he's talking about the possibility of nukes, warzels. That's what he's saying about no to war, and he's referencing the attack that happened in Lebanon. What was the attack that happened in Lebanon? Right here. And it just happens to have been on Stinky B.O.'s birthday. Exactly. Because he's the god of destruction, the Bible says. Apollo, Apollyon, Abaddon, the Lord of destruction. And so that's all he knows is destruction. And so this was destroyed. This is when this tactical nukes happened. Boom, this is the before this explosion just happened. And then there's the kind of mushroomy, cloudy thingy. Okay, look at that. I mean, are you kidding me? That's what this guy's referring to. Now look again. Boom. Now look at Beirut, Lebanon. Okay, what is this? What is this foretelling? This is foretelling this one in Ray that's coming. You'll see. Watch. I'm going to do this backwards. So we got, again, they'll do things backwards, upside down, backwards, all that. But 12 right here. 1, 2, 12. And then we have 8 and 1 is 9. 12, 9. And then 3 and 3 is 6. And what is 6 hiding? 2 plus 2 plus 2, or 2022. I mean, it happens in all these things. If these are just off by 1 digit, it wouldn't work. If any of these was off by 1 digit, it wouldn't work. But that works perfectly. It just happens to work every single time. Boom. Again, he said, Lebanon can no longer remain stateless in chaos, collapse, and confusion. And this guy from Ray, who is a patriarch or whatever, is talking about this in reference to Ray. It's just... Okay, and then look, we have 648, which is also, check this out. We have August 4th, 2022, and that's when this happened. Look, August 4th, 22, but it's referring to August 4th, 2022 because it's 6. And then look, we have 8, 4, 6, 8, 4, 6, 8, what must say is 4, 6, 8, 4, 6. I mean, they just match so much and so many things. Okay, again, we have the village of Ray, Stinky B.O. matches Ray, Ukraine, okay? And look, the Ray that comes off of Stinky B.O. It's in all this artwork that's been all around about this guy being some kind of super savior. Never in the history of America has there been one figure that's been more godized, or whatever you want to call it. I'm trying to think of the word, but don't feel great. So... yeah, I won't even, he's been so lifted to godlike status. And look at this. Look at all these rays coming from. He is the ray. He is this supposed God thing. Look, I mean, are you kidding me? He's been lifted up to godlike status. I mean, Even Jamie Foxx, which is FOXX 6666. I mean, he said, our Lord and Savior Barack Obama. I mean, that's what he said on an award show. I forget what, VH1 or something like that. I can't remember what it was. Anyway, that's what they think. And they had a king over them, the angel of the abyss, whose name in Hebrew is Abaddon and Greek is Apollyon. That is destroyer, because he's a destroyer. And so what I'm trying to make a point about this is these are rays coming from destruction, like this. Boom. Okay, it's not a bit specifically about the sun necessarily, because he's a god of destruction. So he's showing it in predictive programming of explosions and destruction, like in Beirut. Okay, and it was on his birthday. That's not a coincidence. You get it? This is a depiction. Okay, this is by scientists. Forget what they are. They're astronomers or they're physicists or whatever. This is a take on a nuxels, explosions in space, or what it would look like if there was no interference. And literally how it would just come out like that. Does that look kind of like the sun? And you see the rays coming off there? So we're talking about rays from an explosion is what we're talking about. Isn't that crazy? That's what we're really talking about. And then it's also, in a sense, the sun god. But ultimately, it's not even that. It's a deception. The sun god is even a deception. It's the explosion that the rays are coming off of, not the sun. Because he's the god of destruction. And then that's why all these destructive events to bring about his birth. This is crazy. Okay, and a great point about a lot. Oh my gosh, wait, this is insane. Now here, look, the first of the last series of 3 Star Wars films was The Force Awakens. Okay, with Rey. Okay, right here. Oh, hold on. And then look, December 18th or December, 1 + 8 is 9. December 9th. And what do we have right here? In the middle, we have an explosion. And then that's a boom right there. A boom. That's not the sun in the middle of in the middle of space. It just looked like another star. That's an explosion right there. That's a boom. And what is she? And what are these things coming out from it? Like I said, she is Rey. She is Rey. And these are rays. Rey. Get it? Rey from Ukraine? Okay. She is Rey. Okay. There's so much in this. It's crazy. I can't cover everything, and I'm not going to. I'm going to cover certain things because there's so much in all this stuff. It's amazing. Okay. So this is shown many times. This is a poster. It's showing Rey, and it's showing Ren. Kylo Ren and Rey. Okay. And there's a reason why I say that, because Ren and Rey is a number of things, but I'm going to show you here. Red and blue. So you have red and blue. What's red and blue? Well, red and blue, first of all, is gematria. And it's, watch, it's 12. And then 2 + 7 is 9. And then 6. Remember, 6 is hiding 2 + 2 + 2, or 2022. 12, 2 + 7 is 9. 2022. It just has to be. Again, off by 1 digit, it wouldn't work of any of these numbers. Plus, forward, many digits. It could be many digits. This could say 117. I mean, I don't know, and it wouldn't work. Okay, it just always works. So, and then what happens when you put red and blue together? You get purple. And look, the Jedi Stinky BO 44th Press is got a purple lightsaber. Okay, on Amazon. Okay, and they're out of stock because he's so popular. Oh my gosh, I like my purple weapon. Whoa. Anyway, I mean, he's such a purple. Look at purple. These two together make purple, and even this much. These two very light makes like ultraviolet, which is even more, because ultraviolet is the highest vibration of light, and so that's why he's lightning or light falling from heaven. Light, the highest form, and he's supposedly the light bearer, right? That's Lucifer, the light bearer. Lucifer. Okay, anyway. This just gets more deep and more deep. It's crazy. Okay. And then, bam, here we go. Rey. Okay, Rey. Remember the Rey from the explosion, but that's her name, Rey. And she just happens to be 44. And look, 44 in Jewish ordinal, which is also purple. And purple, I mean, great. And then watch this. This guy right here, Kylo Ren, he takes the name partially from Ren, the pseudonym used by the leader of the Knights of Ren, a dark side inclined group of force sensitive warriors. So you could call him Ren. Okay, he's a version of Ren, which is Kylo Ren, but his name is Ren. A lot of people call people by their last names or whatever. So Ren. So Ren is, yeah, it just happens to be that. That's just a massive coincidence. And it's ordinal and ordinal, Jewish and reverse. I mean, four. I mean, give me a break. Boom. And guess who's living through the biggest psychological operation in the history of mankind? You are, she says. Anyway, a little joke here. Okay, anyway. And that is her name, who is playing Ray, is Daisy Jazz Isabel Ridley. Now, would you see the little puzzle in here? Daisy is Jazobel. Daisy is Jazobel Riddle. And so Daisy is a Jezebel Riddle. And Daisy is death, pushing up daisies. Come me with daisies, daisies. In Obama's graduation thing 2 years ago, where he was speaking to graduates of college, or I think it was high school and college eventually, or whatever. But he had Katy Perry was singing daisies. Cover me with daisies. And it was about death and rebirth. Her name just happens to be Daisy, death and rebirth. Daisies have to do with you put daisies on a grave or whatever, and that's in so much symbolism. But her name is Daisy is Jazobel Riddle. Oh, I'm telling you, this is crazy. Okay, Daisy. Crazy about Daisy. Then look at this right here. If you could take a 1 and a 0 and a 9 off here, because anything you add 1 to, remember I said with the rule of I'll take a 1, 0 is nothing. Anything you add 9 to is the same. So we take a 1, 0, and a 9 off. Then we have 12, and then 9's in the middle of 12. So we have December 9th, and then what's April? The 4th month on the Gregorian, and 4 is hiding 2 and 2. 12, 9, 22. Excuse me, I had to maybe get another cough drop or something here. Hold on 1 second. I could pause it here, but 1 second. Try that. Okay. So I'm telling you, there's so much of this person too, and I'm gonna get into all of it. So guess who? Guess who it is? And you are okay. Oh, I already did that. Boom. There it is right there. Boom. Okay. And then check this out. Okay, so she has in the first movie, The Force Awakens, that features her, right? And she's the new savior. Again, a female savior, and that Sticky Bio is really a female. Okay, that has the Force Awakens. What force? It's not a good force, because it's a good force that basically lets evil reign and all these horrible empires and such. No, that's not. And they're looking for balance. No, you want to win. You don't want balance in the force. You want evil and good to exist equally. No, you want evil to be destroyed. See, that's only in this universe. So, anyway, so she has a light blue saber right here, and that came from Anakin, and then it went to, it went to Kenobi, and then it went. Then it eventually got to her. Okay, and here she is with a light blue lightsaber, and then what she ends up being hers. What possible? Remember Rey? Remember Ukraine? Her name is Rey. Remember. What could possibly be the color? If you don't know this, you might know this if you're a Star Wars nut. Okay, but what's the color that ends up being her lightsaber? Boom! Blue and yellow. Ah! And Rey Ternopil Oblast Ukraine, and then that is blue and yellow make green. It's time for good. It's go time. It's go time. No. Anyway, this is so crazy, and this area of Rey just happens to be called, or the I was looking at this a while back, and these areas are called oblasts. I'm like, are you kidding me? Before I share that real quick, I'm going to do this. Okay, so light blue, yellow. So I could just put and or an ampersand in there, but light blue. Sometimes they have an and, but most of the time it's the two colors together. Light blue and yellow. Light blue, yellow. Like the Ukraine flag, light blue, yellow, okay? Now, see how it looks like this. So it looks like 11, and then 2 plus 8 is 10, and then we have 2, and then we have 1 plus 3 is 4, and 4 is made up of 2 and 2. So that's how I thought it was November. And there's a lot of things like that. Even Trumple, Donald John Trumple is 1110, and then something like 1320, something like that. It's really close. Really close. And so that looked like, even when I was first showing this stuff, it could have been February. So that could be 2/10, February 10th, and then the year. Okay. But this is what it actually is. So instead of being 11, 10, 20, 20, look at this. It's 12. 1 plus 8 is 9. Again, my massive speculation, because we're running out of 2022, and I'm almost absolutely sure it's 2022 because of all the stuff I found on 2022 and how it ends up being 22 or 2022. You move this 2 over here, and you end up having 12, 11, 22, which is the 11th day. There's so much stuff. It just makes so much sense. Again, I could be wrong, but it looks like this is what it's going to be. And it's for so many reasons, but we'll see. Again, we'll see how it plays out here by the 9th and 10th. But it's actually, again, 12, 1 plus 8 is 9, and then we have 2, and then 1 plus 3 is 4, and 4 is hiding 2 and 2. Boom, there it is. Okay, boom. And then here, Oblast, what I was saying earlier, Oblast is like what? It reminded me of O, Stinky B-O, and then blast, like an explosion, like destruction. And then look, an Oblast, Ukrainian, often called a region or province, is the main type of first level administration division of the country. So there's 24 oblasts. First, if you understand what 24 is 2 4s. 2 4s is what? 44. 2 4s is also not only 24 is also 2 4s, which is 44, CKBO. It's also, this is insane, it's also made up of 10, 10, and 22. 4 is also hiding 22. So we have December 10th, 22, the Oblast. I'm telling you, look at this real quick. Okay, this is insane. Hopefully you're getting this. I don't know. Maybe you're not getting this. I don't know. I'm going to go back. I'm just going to do this for the heck of it. This is the Oblast. The O, because it's on his birthday, blast. Do you get it? They're hiding this stuff in everything. Oblast? I mean, what? It's not a province or whatever. It's an oblast. I'm going to go forward to this. It's an oblast? I mean, that stuck out to me like a sore thumb. I mean, I could not believe that. Oblast? O and a blast? So it's showing you that it's going to be 44. His birth is on this day. That's what 24 is. It's 10, 10, and then 4. So I could do 10, 10, and 4, but 4 is hiding 22. December being the 10th month at least, 10, 22. Crazy. And then Oblast also is what? Wow, imagine that. We have 9 plus 3 is 12. Okay, this is another coincidence, right? 9 plus 3 is 12, and then 9, and then 6 is hiding 2, 2, 2. So we have 10, 10, or December 10th and December 9th, 2022 and 22. Both days, but again, they're both together. They're the same day in a sense. Man, this is good. Okay. Field of Dreams. Look at this. What do you see here? See the yellow and the blue? Yellow and blue make green. The colors of the flag make Zelensky, which is green and Ukrainian. I mean, seriously, it means go for that day. And what is this showing? Do you see this back in the background? By the way, his name is Ray Kinsella. He's a ray from the explosion that's behind him. You don't think that's an explosion? Let's say this first. Check this out. Don't count the zeros in this situation. We could in the future with different things, but 12. Okay, 7 plus 2 is 9. 12, 9, 2 plus 7 is 9. And then 6 is hiding 2, 2, 2. 2 plus 2 plus 2. Again, there it is. Explosion, that's his name. He's the ray coming from the explosion that's behind him. And you're like, that's just a moon. Oh, yeah? Look, let's widen this a little bit to distort it just a little bit. And then let's look at what it looked like at Beirut within the town. Okay, I'm sure you'd say, oh, this looks like a moon. Oh, that doesn't look like an explosion, but this looks like a moon. Anyway, just messing with it. Look at that. That is an explosion. His name is Ray in the movie. He's the Ray that comes with an explosion. I'm telling you, it just adds up. And then look, Field of Dreams is what? Ready? 3 is made up. The only thing 3 is made up is 1 and 2. So that's 12, 9, 7 plus 2 is 9, and 6. 6 is 2 plus 2 plus 2. That's another coincidence. Again, off by 1, and this does not work. Are you following me? Please. And then look, this guy's name, this guy is Shoeless Joe. Well, first of all, the actor's name is Ray Liotta. Ray. Oh my goodness. Anyway, 7 plus 3 plus 2 is 12. 7 plus 2 is 9, and 6 is 2 plus 2 plus 2. See a pattern going on here with the 12, 9, and 6? Not to mention the first day is 3 plus 2 is 5, 7, 5, 7, which is triple tau. And I'm going to show you what this is in a second. And then his name is, he's playing the character of Shoeless Joe Jackson. And that is, again, 6 plus 6 is 12. 1 plus 8 is 9. And then we have 6 is 2 plus 2 plus 2. Or you look at it right here. You can go 3 plus 1 is 4, and that's 2 and 2, and then 2. What a coinkydink. And then Liotta, the sacrifice earlier this year, was born on, just like Star Wars Awakened, on December 18th, which is 12/9. He was born on 12/9, and then he was sacrificed. That's also 12/9 too, but I'm not going to get into it right now. I forgot that I didn't put in the details of it, but that is 12/9 also. But he was sacrificed earlier to show these numbers right here, because their birth has to do with the birth of the birth and death have to do with the Stinky Bio's birth, which is 12/9. Again, the exact day the Force Awakened was released, December 18th, which is 12/9. Crazy. I'm telling you. Boom. And then look, Ray Liotta is 726, which is also same as the birth of the Antichrist. Look, 726 is 726. Again, that's why they sacrifice, because this guy, if you look at the details of him, if you know how to do it like I do, a lot of people don't, but I understand. It's about the birth 12/9 of the Antichrist. Bam. How about the Rain Man? The Ray Man. Okay, and you got to really see it. You got to really kind of squint your eye, but this is an explosion that's coming up, and this is yellow and then blue behind it. The yellow and the blue. Ray Man. And you're like, yeah, whatever. That's a stretch. I'm telling you, it's crazy. And then this came out December 2nd. December 12th. I mean, December 12th. Decem 12 is 10/12. And then backwards, it's December 10th. And then Raya, from an explosion. See, this is where they live, but look how it secretly looks like an explosion. Do you see that? And the sun is over here, by the way. The sun is over here. See the rayas of the sun right here? The rays, and that's not the sun, because the sun's over here. That is an explosion. See, that secretly looks like a mushroom cloud. Look at that. I mean, are you kidding me? That's insane. And then that's a dragon. And look, the dragon, which is Stinky Bio, the dragon, he's making it happen with the hands. It's riding with the hands of the dragon. He's going, whoa, like it's a crystal ball or something. And Disney is 666. Backwards 666. Right there. 666. Yeah, that's just a coincidence. No big deal. Nothing to see here. And then look, March 5th right here. Look at March 5th. Whoa. March 5th. Well, first of all, that's a boom. Yeah, of course, boom. March 5th just happens to be in English ordinal 48 and reverse ordinal 97. And with the rule of Clell, you can take 1 away. So we take 1 away from 97. We'll make it 96. So we have 48, 96. What's that? Again, that's Stinky Bio's birthday, 4th of August. And that's the year. But let's do it this way. We got 12, 9, December 9th, and then 6 is 2 plus 2 plus 2. Again, there it is. 12, 9, and 6. 12, 9, 2 plus 2 plus 2. March 5th, spelled out in gematria. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Then how about the Ghostbusters? No, anyway, Ghost Beasters. Okay, here we go. Then we have yellow hidden right here and blue. Yellow and blue colored in make green. And Slimer is the green. He is the first day. Yellow and blue. And who's also in yellow? Ray. A yellow ray from the explosion. And there's a few explosions in Ghostbusters. Yeah, a few. He's Ray. Ray, yellow, blue. The Ukrainian flag made green. There's so much in this. Oh, it's amazing. And how about the more modern Ghostbusters in 2016? And there was a recent one called Afterlife, which we'll get into in just a second. But look, you got this, right? Now look at this. Yellow right here and light blue. Yellow and light blue. It just happened to be shown there as well. Yellow right here. Two lights that are shining. And then who is she? She is Abby. Abby is another way of saying Lily or even Gabby. Lily, Gabby, and Abby are all from roots from the same name. And those are all Lily gave birth on the first day. An iPad goat. Okay, and I'm going to show you how she's also Gabby as Abby as well. And I'm going to talk about Gabby here soon. iPad Go baby. Okay, crazy. This is all part of this. But again, yellow and light blue. Even more. Slimer, like I said, he is the Go Day, remember? Yellow and blue make green. Slimer is right here. It is 6 plus 1 plus 5 is 12. 4 plus 5 is 9. 12, 9, and then 6 again. How many times am I showing you? 12, 9, 6. And 6 is 2 plus 2 plus 2. Okay, I'm just getting tired of saying it. Okay. And then these release dates on each one of these movies is all that too. Again, look. 12, 9, and then June is not only the 6th month on the Gregorian, but it's the 4th month on the Roman. So we're used to this as the 4th month. We have 12, 8 plus 4 again, August 4th, 12, 9, 1 plus 1 plus the 4th month is 2, and then 4 is made up of 2, 2. So we have 12, 9, 2022. Oh, that's just a coincidence. No biggie. No big whoop. Yeah. Yeah, right. Okay. Anyway, and then we have, how about this? Now, in this case, July is the 7th month. It could be the 5th month on Roman, but we're going to use that as the 7th. So we have 12 backwards, 1 plus 2, or 1 plus 2. Is 1 and 2 is 12. And then we have 7 plus 1 plus 1 is 9. 12, 9, and then 6 is 2022. Again, both of these are 12, 9, 2, 2, 2. It's just coincidence. No big deal. How about the most recent Ghostbusters Afterlife? Yellow. It's all yellow. Even they're shaded a little yellow, and this field is yellow. Blue. Make green. It's go time for the storm, for the explosion. Okay, it's just here's another one of their posters. The explosion, the opening of the portal, all that stuff right here. Boom. You have yellow, and blue make green. I'm tired of being right. I just can't wait for this stuff to actually kick off in a sense. Even though this whole time, when things haven't quite happened yet or whatever, for how long it's been, each time, it seems like every time that some new person comes to the Lord through my channel or whatever and emails me, or my wife had a friend that's just coming to the Lord as well, and it was just out of the blue. It was like, I want to know about Jesus and stuff, and my wife's just very faithful to talk to her and just be a loving just person, not trying to, just being herself, and it's just great. And recently she's like, I want to meet with you, I want to talk about Jesus and stuff. And it's like, if this stuff would have happened, months ago or years ago, then that person would not have come, so it's all God's timing. I'm blown away. And I get people emailing me all the time, asking me questions about stuff, and then, or coming to the Lord, or ask how they come to the Lord and all that stuff. I just had some recently, and it seems like every video I have somebody, coming to the Lord. And it's people like, oh, you're just a false prophet and stuff. Yeah, that's bringing people to the Lord, which I've never prophesied one thing. I mean, never have said any dates would be the time, or never prophesied any of this stuff. So false claims. And what are you doing for the Lord, by the way? What are you doing? Most people throw stones. They shouldn't throw stones in glass houses. Okay? And then Ghostbusters just happens to be 1 plus 3 plus 8 is 12. Or again, look, 8, 4, 4th of August, and then 9, 12, 9, and then 6 is hiding 2, 2, 2. It's just a coincidence. And then the release date again is 12, 9, and then we have 22. November's 2. We have 2, and with a rule of claw, you can just get rid of the 1, but you have 12, 9, 22. Get rid of the 1. Rule of claw. Bam. And then just this little, why is the character of Ghostbusters, the real Ghostbusters right here, his name is Ray, why is he wearing yellow and blue of all colors that he could possibly be wearing? In the show, they have like gray suits, gray jump, whatever you call them. He's wearing yellow and blue, and then there's another toy that is like this gun you can shoot, and there's Slimer right there again, yellow and blue make green. Yellow and blue. Again, there's colors of Ukraine, and this is kicking off. And it's in everything. Look at this light blue and green. Oh, it's crazy. It's everywhere, man. Okay, then also, last year, 2021, they found the body of Petito, and then Gabby. Remember I said Abby and Gabby? Okay, right? Abby was in Ghostbusters in 2016, and with the female Ghostbusters, right? Okay, but I've shared how last year, how her name exactly, but you have to remember with Rule of Kalel, you can take a 1 away or add a 1. So if you add a 1, that 1, if it's a letter, it becomes an A. So if you add 1A to Gabby Petito, it's a perfect anagram for I Pet Goat Baby. And her supposed boyfriend, Brian Laundrie, is a perfect anagram for I Launder Brain, or brainwash. So they're brainwashing you by all these circumstances, and it's Gabby Petito, the death of Gabby Petito. See how this black and white, holding a fruit, pumpkin is the date, whatever. She even has let it be, and then a wave. Let it be wave is 12/20/2022. That's the tsunami day. Let it be, and then she has a wave tattooed. Let it be, and then wave, like the Let It Be song. By the Beatles or whatever. But it's Let It Be, and there's a wave. Let It Be, wave in Gematria is 12/20/2022. And and then look behind her is the black and white floor. Gabby, and by the way, I've shown this before, but Lily or Lilibet, Lily is all forms of Gabby. It comes from Gabrielle. Yep. Which is an angel, Gabriel. Anyway. So death and rebirth right here. Okay, now boom. The same day this happened last year was 9/19, where they found her dead body supposedly on 9/19, and La Palma erupted on 9/19 last year, and then it stopped erupting on, guess what, December 25th, which is not a coincidence, because the last day is December 24th, and then Stinky Bill wins the war on Christmas, like he said. If I end up doing another video, I'm going to do something about that, how he says, I'm going to win the war on Christmas, and that is the 25th, because the last day is the 24th, 23rd/24th, and then he's going to win the war on Christmas, and that's when the aliens show up and everything. It's crazy. It's crazy. The false Christ mess. Okay, so what is 9/19? 9/19 is a code. It's really 919. What's 919 really showing? It's right here. Ray, remember like Ray stands in Ghostbusters? Ray is 37, or it's 9, and 2 plus 6 plus 2 is 10. So that's 9th of December. December is 10. Or, boom, Ray, as far as in Ukraine, is 919. There it is, 919, which is 10/9, just like that, 10/9, December 9th, December 9. Or Ray in Star Wars is 5 plus 2 plus 5 is 12. 1 plus 8 is 9. 12, 9, which is December 9. December 9, December 9, December 9 backwards. So 9, 9 is hiding. 919 is hiding December. 9 plus 9. 9 plus 1 is 10. So the December 9th. I'm telling you, we'll see. This is crazy. Boom. And it just so happens to be last year as well on December 19th, which is 1 plus 9 is 10. Or with rule of color, you can take away a 1 and you have December 9th. Okay? And then, or actually take that out, you take December 9th and then 1 adds on to here, and that's 2022. December 9th, 2022. And then Satanic Temple's holiday display coming back to Illinois Capitol Rotunda. And that's the birth. The satanic deity Baphomet as a swaddling babe will be on display in Illinois Capitol Rotunda beginning December 20th. And this is the exact day I'm saying is the tsunami day. December 20th, the birth of the Baphomet. That's crazy. That is crazy. That's when you add it to I Pet Goat Baby. I Pet Goat Baby. I Pet Baby Goat. I Pet Baby Goat right there. I Pet Baby Goat right there. I mean, are you kidding me? And then Gabby Petito was seen with these so-called angel wings. And then some lady in my Telegram last year said, this looks like 2 tsunami waves. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's what that is. And she's America. She's in between here. And look at this. And I even showed it back then, and it's the same now. Look at the day that I say these are the tsunami days on the 20th/21st of December. And then look. December 20th, look at the moon cycle. Oh wait, what the heck? Look at the moon cycle right there. December 20th. These are mirrored because they're coming off from both coasts at the same time. Same moon cycle on both coasts, and tsunamis are hitting, and the America's right in the middle. That's just a coincidence. Then check this out. This is the Baphomet. Again, I Pet Goat Baby. That's what Gabby Petito is. I Pet Goat Baby, an anagram for that. And then this is the Baphomet drawn by a guy named Elphias Levi. And then Del means from. So from Elphias Levi, or Elphias Levi from. And he drew this for his book. And I'm going to get into that in a second here. Soon. But see how this has got that crescent moon shape, exact same shape, boom, right there, and opposites right here, boom and boom. See, right there and right there, and we have it right there and right there. And she's I Pet Goat Baby, Goat, I Pet Goat, Baphomet. I mean, are you kidding me? And that's the Baphomet is a female, which got breasts, and a male. That's what CKBO is. Are you kidding me? Okay, and then Trumple recently on the 15th said, so he starts at 9 p.m. Eastern time. He's like, I did this, and I did this, and I did that, and I did this, and all this stuff, and all this stuff. And then all of a sudden he says, I'd like to announce my presidential, I should have grabbed the video, but like he was waiting for an exact time. And then I was texting at the time, my friend M.A., and she said, she literally goes, oh, he announced that right at 9:22. And she's on the East Coast when that was actually happening. And then I'm in Colorado 2 hours earlier, and I noticed at the same time, but mine said 9:23. And I'm like, no way. And I remember my brother Constantine saying, what's going on with 9:23 on the Jewish calendar? And I'm like, oh my goodness, that's exactly what's going on. He waited. If you watch that footage, if you get a chance to watch it, or maybe I'll try to find it and put it on a link on this, but I don't know, maybe I will, I'm not sure. But he literally is talking, and then he goes, and I'd like to announce my candidacy for the President of the United States, or whatever. And it was just it just came from nowhere. It was like he was just talking normally, and all of a sudden, blah, blah, blah. Because he was waiting for that exact time. So it was 9:22 Eastern, and then maybe there's some kind of delay where I'm at, and they know this, so it would be 9:22 and 9:23 at the same time. And I knew exactly what it was. Now, this is what it is. Okay, by the way, that was 9:22 there. As far as probably technically what it was exactly, now watch. So we got the 9th month, okay, of the Jewish calendar, and the 22nd day, 9/22, is December 17th at sunset, and that is the day I'm saying is going to be his demise. And I literally have a few videos back, Very short. You can watch it. And he says 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17. So many times it's been edited. I found all this edited stuff that this person put together. And then also he had a couple jerseys that were 17 and also, because he was kept saying this over time because he's hinting that that's his demise. The 17th, which is the 8th day of the timeline, but the 17th. Okay, and that's 922. Now again, look, 923 is also the 17th until it gets to sunset that day, and then it goes the 18th. But see, it's 17th this day and 17th that day, and that's 922 and 923. Telling you, there's so much to this, and then watch when I show you this, how this works, and there's so much in this. Watch, and then so the 9th month on the spiritual year is equal to the 3rd month on the civil year. Okay, so if we look at this as the 3rd month of the civil year, then it's 322 skull and bones, or 323. So 323 skull and bones? That's crazy. That's Yale, the secret club, secret society, skull and bones, and all that Bush was part of and everything. The Bushes, I guess. Then 323 is what? What's 323? We know 923 is Revelation 12 sign. 922 stuff like in Evan Almighty's, like the flood's coming on 922 September 22nd, midday. There's all kinds of stuff, and that's referring to this time, I'll bet you, because this is the attack on New York souls and Manhattan souls and Trumple's Tower souls, and Trumple is gonna supposedly die, but it's all planned, pre-planned, and Trumple knows this. But Barack Hussein and Obama souls is 323, 323, and 322. Man, this is crazy. And then also September 23rd, which is the sequence referring to, but it's really September 23rd on the Gregorian, but September 23rd or 923 on the Jewish calendar is the 17th. Okay, it's crazy. But September 23rd on the Gregorian is the 266th day of the year, which I've showed you how it equates to the Pope and to Obama and all that kind of stuff and everything else. But if we were to look at the 266th day of the year, like a date on the Jewish calendar, it would be the 20th. Only thing it really could be would be the 26th of the 6th month. So let's look at that. What's the 26th? This is so mind blowing. What's the 26th day of the 6th month? 26th day of the 6th month is September 23rd. You can't make this up. That's completely planned. It's amazing. There's no way. I mean, wow. Okay, now let's go back. Oh, I didn't make this. Oh, shoot, I didn't make this. Okay, so look at this thing. See, remember this Baphomet, which was made by this guy, Elias Levi, from Elias Levi is what that says down there. And he wrote a book called Dogmas and Rituals of High Magic, but it was in Latin. That's what it's translated into English. And look, 12:9, 12:9, 12:9. But in Latin, it's Dogme et Rituel de la whatever, or French or whatever it is. But look at this. His name, this part that's right on here, is 239, or 23rd of the 9th month, and that is December 17th on the Gregorian. And then look at this. 266th day of the year is 923, and 266 is his name of his book. That is his name, or his name from, which is what this is from, and then this is when it is his book. His full name of his book is 266. And by the way, 266 is also 2 6s and 1 6, which is 666, and that's the Baphomet 666. Nobody are following this. This is crazy. How these could be exactly there, and then how this date, how 923, and that's how it is on the Gregorian, 9 month and 23rd day on the Gregorian is 266, and then 26 of the 6th month is 923 and this year. Has had to match exactly this year? I don't think so. This is not a coincidence. Okay, moving on. I thought I had those slides, but I didn't. Okay, now let's look at the spiritual year. Now, remember we had the 9th month in the spiritual year, but let's look at the opposite of that. The opposite of the 9th month in the spiritual year is the 3rd month in the spiritual year, is on the other side of the calendar, right? So let's look at the 3rd month spiritual year. So we look at the same dates of 22nd and 23rd. What do we get? 22nd and 23rd end up being exactly the 22nd of June and the 23rd of June. What's the 22nd of June is 322. See, 322. Skull and Bones again, and then 323 is what? I'm sorry, 623. June 23rd, right? June 23rd is Sticky B.O. 623 again. He's 323 and 623 and many other things. That's not a coincidence either. And then look, 322, right, is Skull and Bones. So let's look at Skull and Bones. That is a date in 22. What is this? We could say, let's say we're looking for a date of the 14th day of the 9th month. Remember, we were on the 9th month before. We're on the 22nd, 23rd of the 9th month. And look at the 14th day of the 9th month. What's the 14th day of the 9th month on the Jewish calendar this year? Because it's 22, okay? Bam. 9th month, 14th day, December 9th. What I've been showing you most of this whole video at the beginning, December 9th, the first day. And that's a coincidence? No, I don't think so. And then what's 149 on the Gregorian? 149 is the 149th day of the year, which is my birthday, 529. Boom, 529. The opposite of the calendar, 529 is the 149th day of the year right here. And then the opposite of the calendar is the 216th day of the year with 149 days left over. And that's Stinky B.O.'s birthday. My birthday is exactly opposite of Stinky B.O.'s birthday. See how it relates to Skull and Bones? Be the 14th day, 9th month, which is December 9th. So Stinky B.O.'s birthday is December 9th. First day. It's crazy. Hopefully that makes sense. Look at that. See how we're crossing calendars? Now, this is not unheard of. I know this is... I found a blurb from a Mason, okay, and I'm going to put it here. This guy named Altane something. 33rd degree Mason, Altane something. I can't remember his full name, but it doesn't really matter. And he wrote, a completely different system exists in dating Masonic documents with the help of the Jewish calendar. Hold on a second. Oh, wait. Okay, I'm going to move something here real quick. Okay. In a way, it's not a code because for Orthodox Jews familiar with this method of reckoning, such dates are perfectly clear and immediately understandable. That makes sense. If you have a date that's in Jewish, in that calendar, then they're going to know it. But he said, but this does not apply to the great majority of us, and we can consider the Jewish calendar as a code. So he's literally saying that there's a precedent for this that they use. Okay, we shall later on consider the main characteristics of the Jewish calendar and discover that it constitutes an intricate system. Oh, this is crazy. It's showing it's a code. Unfortunately, no Masonic literature gives adequate information on this. So he's saying he already knows this, but they don't admit it in literature. Nowhere is it possible to find a simple method which permits the conversion of a date from one calendar system to another. But he says that's the case, and so a Jewish calendar dates are codes for other things, or for real dates, or for numbers, which I'm showing right there. I've just showed you several places where the 322, 323, all this stuff is not only equates to Obama, it equates to 923 equates to this attack day of Trumple and Obama's reported death day. It also shows how 266 is 26 of the 6th month, and that goes back to 923. I mean, there's so much. If I went kind of above your head, go back to that and look at that a little bit more and see if that makes more sense to you. It's crazy. But literally in his other writings, he says stuff like that the months are also could be Roman or Gregorian, and even states that March is the first day, was the first day, and then it was changed to January. So that's part of the code and everything. And he states that as well. I'm not getting into all that, but it's crazy. I mean, now I want to show you here a couple more things, and then we're done here. But look at now. I've mentioned before that there's a lot of coding and a lot of gematria, a lot of symbolism of Biden time, creepy Uncle Joe Biden time. Okay, Joe Biden time. That he is going to be off on that first day as well. 12/9/12/10. Okay, whatever day that ends up being, but it looks like now it's 12/9/12/10. And here's evidence of that. So the head of the United States at this time, just like Biden time is, this guy here, okay, Kennedals, okay, Look at his date of death. Now watch. Again, they love backwards, upside down, and backwards, and all that. Now watch. Boom. November 22nd is 11/22, and we're going to just switch the 1 and the 9 right here for 9 and 1, 6/3. Now watch. Now we're going to take 6/163, which is Obama. 163 is Obama, his full name, 163. But that's funny. 163 is 10, 9, and 222. December 9, 2022 is the demise of Biden time. Creepy Uncle Joe Biden time. I'm telling you, this is crazy. Okay, now let's look at his. See if it's in his information. Okay, yeah, it is. It's right in his birth. Okay, it's his death is in his birth. Boom. Watch. November's 11. And then we have 20, but we take away the 0 because you take away 0 any time. You know, we switch the 1 and the 9 to 9 and 1, and which is the 2 and the 4, or the 4 and the 2 to 2 and 4. Just make it a little easier. Now we're going to go like this. Boom. Now we're going to get rid of the 1, rule of Clell, 12, 9, and then 1, and then 2, and then 4 is 20, hiding 2 and 2. 12, 9, plus 1, 9th and 10th, 2022. It's right there. Believe it or not. I'm telling you. Boom. Okay, and then this was, so Trump will have this announcement on the 15th. Okay, and then he was reinstated to Twitter's on the 19th, which is 11/19, which is 1119. I've said that it's his number for a long, long time. Not only 119 or that reverse that you know about that number, 9, 1, and then 1. Also 1119, and then that happens to happen on 1119. I've said that for like 3+ years at least. Then when he puts in this paperwork, this is part of the paperwork that he put in. Yeah. This is a part of the paperwork he put in for to run for president, okay? And I looked this up, and in everything is these numbers. I'm just going to show you a few things. It's crazy, 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 okay? Not to mention that this Trumple president for 2024 is 20 is made up of 10, 10, and 2022. 10, 10, 22, December 2022. That's when he comes back. There's going to be a major announcement on December 9th/10th from Trumple. That's what I was waiting for. I thought it might happen with his announcement of the presidency, but it's something else. And that will kick off the first day as well as all these other things, okay? So let me go back here. Right here, backwards, exactly backwards, is 9th of December, 9th of 12, backwards, 22. Well, right here. 9th of December, 22, right there. And then we take this whole address right here. It's in the different Jewish things. Well, I'm going to show you this right now. So again, we have this one backwards right here, 9, 12, 22, right there, okay? Now look at this number right here. 1 plus 3 is 4. 5 plus 7 is 12. And then remember, 0 is hiding O, and O is 2 plus 2 plus 2. Our O is 6, because O is 15. 1 plus 5 is 6, or just put 6, so that's 6. 4, 5 plus 7 is 12, and then O is 6, okay? Now watch, boom. 4 is hiding 2 plus 2 plus 2. 1 comes down, 1 comes down, and then 6 is upside down 9. So look, we have 9, 12, 22, 9, 12, 22, or 9th of December 22, 9th of December 22. Now let's look at this whole address in English, in these different Jewish gematras all together. Again, you can put them all together. Jewish right here. We have 2 plus 2 plus 8 is 12. We have 5 plus 4 is 9. 1 plus 2 is right here. 1 plus 2. 1 and 2 are right here. Now I'm going to take this 1 and 2 and just reverse them. 1 and 2. So we literally have 9th of November. Wow. See, I'm losing it now. Good thing I'm almost done. Just 9th of December, 2022. 222. And there's much more. I'm just not going to take the time to get into all these other things, okay? And then is he equated to explosions? Not only is he going to be eliminated on the 17th, but he's going to be in Nukesels and Manhattans, and he's going to be fakely, not really, in Trumpsels, Towersels, and all this stuff, okay? Somehow he's going to say he's somehow there, because that's what all the predictive programming, all gematria, everything else shows, and I've seen this for many, many years. And look at how he's tied to that. And I'm just going to show you a few imagery where he's tied to this. And then also it's equated to him when he has a big announcement, and it might have something to do, like I said, of him working with Israel or him trying to come up with some peace agreement between Russia and Ukraine's, and then maybe through Israel. But look, boom, yeah. I mean, he's equated to this so many times. Not only his beginning was around his beginning is going to be a Nuxels, and I'm saying it's going to be in Ukraine. It has to do with his possible, peace thing between those two, and then there's going to be one on his demise. So he's completely associated with that. Here's another one. I mean, it's just all over media and stuff. I'm just giving you a few here. So, okay, so basically I'm saying boom soon. Okay, and when, 12/9, 12/10 / 12/9, 12/10, and all that. And for any other things that you're not sure, you want to see all the events I have, they're going to happen within these 14/16, because there's a pre-day and a post-day. You can see it, pinned to the top of comments in this video, the whole list of stuff each day. And so, boom soon. So I'm just going to say thank you. Thank you, everybody who supported me over the years. I'm just so thankful. You prayed for me. I just thank you for praying for me right now. And I just haven't been able to talk very well and stuff. And so I couldn't get out much messages and stuff. And so if you're able to pray, if you would pray for me, please, so I can kind of heal up completely and all that, and no funky damage or anything like that, because this thing just take me through the ringer, man. I mean, this whole thing is taking me through the ringer. Stuff I've never had in my whole life. I mean, like I said, the Lord said that this was made in a lab. Just out of the blue, he's like, this is made in a lab. I'm like, whoa. Okay, great, awesome. And so they're going to have some way worse stuff that they've made that they're going to release soon. Plus stuff like this right here. So anyway, I want to thank you so much. And then people have given as well. Thank you so much. And in fact, I need it right now very badly, and being down and stuff too. But I'm somewhat arrears on my payment on my, the data and everything on my phone and for my family and stuff. And then, we need food now, all that kind of stuff as well. And we're definitely a little bit behind. So if you're able to give or feel led by the Lord to give, this below this video's PayPal or Zelle-Pay, just sign up at zellpay.com for free, and it's way better than PayPal. It's free and everything. You can transfer stuff into Zelle-Pay very simply, or I have a PO box as well. So if you're able to help, I could really use it right now, and hopefully that's it. That'll be the last time I have to. In a way, hopefully, but another way, I want more people to come to the Lord and everything too, but I'm ready to be with the Lord. In fact, I can't even talk. I'm about to lose my voice 100% now. So I just had to get this out there. Hopefully you're blown away by it. I was. The thing that things the Lord's showing me, and way more stuff than I can even share. There's so much more stuff with Trumple, and oh man, so much stuff. I just had to have a compact way to share this, and try to get some of the biggest points I have right now. But there's some other massive stuff I'm even working on right now that is just amazing. So we'll see what happens on the 9th and 10th. So anyway, thank you so much if you've ever done anything positive for this channel, because I'm telling you, several hundred people in the last, easily, several hundred people in the last basically 4+ years have come to the Lord. I mean, I'm telling you, and some of them I've led, some that they just were led by the Lord himself, but just said that, because of my channel, and sometimes even other channels also, sometimes I get cross credit with them as well. And I'm just saying, it's not about me. It's about him. It's about those people. It's about what's the point of this whole thing. When people want to mock you and scoff that you're setting dates or whatever it might be, and they can't even see the forest for the trees, or they've got to be they have nothing better to do and all that. But there's wonderful things happening with people. People coming to the Lord. They're waking up. They're realizing this world is so corrupt and it's lying to them all the time. And that's what I'm showing by the things I'm doing on these videos, that like all this stuff that you see is all lies. The selection that we just had was all lies. There's no elections, there's selections, and all that. It's all lies. So if you get anything from my videos, is that, there's nothing good. There's nothing new under the sun. It's all lies. It's all manipulation. It's all predictive programming. And there's only one good and that's our Father and His Son, Jesus Christ. That's it. Whether you believe in Jesus Christ or not, it doesn't really matter, because you'll be separated according to those who believe and those who don't. That's what it is. Hopefully you see it. Hopefully you do, because He's the only way out of this. I'm telling you, He's the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father but through Him. And I know Him, and He's amazing, and I wouldn't have it any other way. He's changed my life. He's healed me massively. Anyway, and whether I can say that while I'm struggling too, because He won't stop everything necessarily. There's life that happens, and sometimes I've been miraculously healed in different ways. And I'm not saying I couldn't be right now. I could just start talking normal. I mean, and I've had things like that happen many times. Man, I've seen stuff that turned most of you white. You can't even, man, you don't even know. Especially when it comes, people say, oh, there's no rapture. And man, you have no idea what I've seen, what the Lord showed me. I've seen Him in His glorified state, and He's calling me up to the rapture. Before I even knew who He was. Explain that. Didn't know who He was. Only heard about some guy named Jesus and saw Him in a dream in His glorified state and calling me up to heaven with Him. Explain that, you pre-trib rapture people. You don't know what you're talking about. And the evidence that Jesus is saying right now to you, all your non-believers that it's in the Bible, by the way, it's in the Bible. And if you don't know that, you don't know the Bible whatsoever. But the evidence to you, Jesus is saying through me right now, He's telling me to tell you, the evidence that the raptures, multiple raptures are true, is when all the innocent children are taken very soon, and you'll be left speechless. And you'll have a little bit of time to get your stuff together and get your heart right and start believing, and then you'll be able to go too. Otherwise, if you don't, you won't, and you'll just stay here. Maybe you want that. Maybe you want to go through trials and stuff because you don't think you're good enough, and that may be true. Maybe, I mean, that's what you think, but it doesn't matter. He makes you good enough. He makes you good enough. And I've been through hell in a handbasket and back and forth for years, and dealing with this right now. Man, I'm losing my throat and everything. But it doesn't matter. He redeems, He saves. He is good no matter what I'm experiencing. And I'm not irredeemable. I'm redeemable, and I'm just thankful that He even considers me redeemable. So anyway, I'll leave it at that. Thank you so much. If you're able to give, please, I just covet your prayers. Thank you so much for me and my family. Most of them are through it as well. I'm kind of at the lagging end because I didn't get it right away. I held out for a while, but then I got smacked so dang hard. Rough stuff, man. Stuff I've never had. Again, made in the lab is crazy. So thank you so much. I'll leave it at that. This is Exalted Lamb 1. God bless you. Over and out.